I only got around 2 hours of sleep last night, but I did kind of want to leave fairly early. And reason why is, well, I did just brutally murder someone last night, as well as extract their skull. So, kind of obvious as to why I want to leave ASAP. Hopefully her body won't be discovered for a while. Now, I've had a look through my guild jobs, and apparently I have 1 in Solitude and 1 in Windhelm. And I think the Solitude one is, apparently, another Bedlam job, which is pretty good. That means I can steal whatever I want, which is great. And I've also got the burglary job in Windhelm, and that is to retrieve the jeweled candlestick from House of Clan Shattershield. Now, it might be a good idea to do more guild jobs in Windhelm to, you know, keep up the impression that the Thieves Guild is back. But I don't want to go to Windhelm because it's bleak and filled with fairly racist people, pretty awful individuals. But I don't know. Like I said, it's good to keep up the impression that we are here, that the guild is back. But I don't want to go to Windhelm. You know what? I'll allow Lady Luck to decide. Right. So, hopefully you don't mind that I'm borrowing your box here. Right, so I'm thinking heads, Windhelm, and tails, Solitude. Oh, hello? Wait, we've got...
Looking to hire a boat?
Heads! Yes, actually. I do believe we are going to Windhelm. Yeah. Oh, well, whatever.
I can take you to any port on the coast.
That's nice.
look like
I was
much.
kind of hoping to not
Well,
go to
where you
Windhelm,
headed?
but like I said, it's good to keep up the impression that we are back.
Climb on in the boat and get comfortable.
I will say, maybe Windhelm isn't as bad as I had once thought. Because, I mean, yes, it is fairly bleak and depressing. But apparently they have a dock here, which was, you know, fairly obvious in the first place. Hence why we got the boat here. But apparently, they also seem to have an East Empire company. They also have some kind of office. And what was up here again? It was some kind of Argonian assemblage. An assemblage that has nothing of importance inside. Right, well, good to know, I guess. Okay, seriously? People sleep out here? Really? Alright, well, I guess that's their choice. If they want to freeze to death, that's on them. So, where was... Yeah, the East Empire Company's just here. Okay. Is there anything of interest inside? No. Doesn't look like it. It seems fairly empty. Okay. That looks like a strong box. Okay, yeah, you need to go over here, over here, over here. Right, you just
Come back safe.
stay there for a moment. I want to see what the East Empire Company in Windhelm has in their lockbox. Ooh. Okay, close. I'm gonna guess here. Bingo. Ooh. Okay, I'll take the money. I don't want your ingot. Okay, is he still... Yes, he is. Okay, let's probably get on out of here.
Everything all right?
Yes, follow me.
Lead on.
Okay. Yeah, let's get out of here. Oh, probably should have stood up and not look suspicious. Okay, fortunately, no one saw us. Good. Right, well, we should probably get into the city and try and find this one abode I'm supposed to break into. Although, what is down here? Out of curiosity? A warehouse. Honestly, kind of interested to see what's in there. But probably shouldn't be snooping around too much, although I suppose you could argue that the Thieves Guild has a foothold here, so I don't think it would... So you'd assume it probably wouldn't matter too much, but still, don't want to be super sloppy about my job. What are you looking at? Probably looking at birds. Before we go ahead and look for this humble abode I'm supposed to break into, Naranye.
You've got the time to sell, I've got the time to buy.
Well, that's why I'm here.
I've got coin and I've got merchandise. Let's see what we can do.
Right, do you have anything... You have Mara's Tia. Okay, that's an interesting title for a book. The Real Baronzaya, Volume 1, Unabridged. Okay, I'm almost tempted to buy that. Yes, I am. I probably should go ahead and put on a fortified barter potion, maybe. That probably would be good. Alright, well, I suppose before I go ahead and buy anything off of you, can I sell you anything?
Come and browse my fine
Okay.
selection.
What's going on down here? Okay, that's an awful lot of blood.
My supper is all I ask.
Oh. Okay, that's not good. Okay, what the bloody hell is going on down here? Quite literally in this case.
See for yourself.
A laborer, okay. What is
I ask only for
going on
challenge.
here?
Hold it there. Keep your distance.
Okay, what happened here? Just wandering?
Another girl killed. This is Susanna from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't
Please
say I
spare a
knew
few
her.
coins to help someone who's
Okay, so this has happened before, has it?
Susanna's the third. It's always the same.
I do not like it.
Young
here.
girl killed at night, body torn up.
Okay, that's kind of making me a bit scared to stay here. Are the murders being investigated?
We're stretched thin as it is with the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth.
Okay, could you use some help? I'm probably not really the kind of
next time.
person to be investigating
Hold it there.
murders.
Keep your distance.
Yeah, okay. I'll
Hold it
keep
there.
my
Keep your
distance.
distance.
I'm just picking the flowers.
I ain't asking for much. Just a few septums.
Oh,
Hold it
Wait.
there. Hold it there. Keep your distance.
oh. Okay, that is fairly torn up.
Hold it there. Keep your distance.
Okay. I should have touched that. Okay. You want me to keep my distance from the body? Okay, fine. I'll do that.
Always sad when
Hold it
someone
there.
has to die.
Keep your distance.
Okay, seriously, can you go away? I'm just picking flowers. That's all I
Always
want.
sad when someone
I want
Hold it there.
flowers,
Keep your distance.
alchemy components, and that's it, okay? Just calm down. Right, so there's been
A few septums.
young
My
girls
supper is
being
all I
murdered
ask.
here?
Come and browse my fine selection. Everything's
Yeah,
fresh and delicious.
like I said, I'm kind of, well, I say kind of, extremely concerned for my safety. And honestly, you don't really look too great either. Yeah, you and me both. Right, now I think the house we're looking for... Okay, there's more blood here. Oh. Okay, there's blood there as well. Why is there so much... Are these recent? I'm assuming these blood splatters are recent, although they are rather dark looking. Okay, what? Okay, hearing noises. Very strange. Right, so what was the place I'm looking for again? It was House of Clan Shattershield, and I think it should be somewhere right here. Ah, right. House of Clan Shattershield. Right. Okay. Look, a few flowers here. Ooh, okay. Inigo, I'm thinking you should possibly stay up here, actually. It's also a good thing there's a sewer entrance there as well. Yeah, you just... actually, no. Probably not up here. That might look a little bit
I lost my twin sister a
too
while
suspicious.
back. Have you ever lost anyone close?
I may have. Not that I really want to talk about it. Okay, yeah, you can just stay over here, Inigo. Probably round the side of the house. Where you're well hidden away. And honestly, the grey armor kind of helps you blend in slightly.
I will be here.
Right. And before we do anything, I might just quickly get myself a quick lunch. Assuming that it's lunchtime. You know what? Sweet roll. I'll have a sweet roll. Maybe some venison stew. And a bit of water. Bit of an odd meal, but it works. I guess. Okay. Right, is anybody else coming on by? Actually, what I should be doing is checking... Okay, this is my lock-picking amulet, if I remember. The Elven Sapphire Necklace. So hopefully that should help out. And I don't know if I really need any lock-picking potions at the moment, although I did notice... Ooh, I did notice that lock did seem extremely difficult to pick open. Okay, where are you going? I'm hoping away. Okay. Assuming that no one's coming over here. I hope. Alright. Ooh, 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 okay, nice. Got it. That was pretty easy, hence this being... Considering this is a master lock. And usually if humble abodes are locked, that typically means no one's home. Okay. Hello? Oh. Hello? A ruby hexagon golden headplate. Apparently this is considered as heavy armor of sorts. Okay, that's kind of odd. But I may try that on later. It does look kind of interesting. Yes, it does. Tomatoes, don't want your tomatoes. I'm here for a few things, but I'm also here to find a jeweled candlestick, I think it was? Yes. Okay, so that's my one and only job here in Riften. Wine. I guess I'll take some wine. Why not? No pun intended there. I might also take off the cloak, so it'll be a bit easier to move around. Okay. A nice warm fire. Might possibly warm myself up there. Oh, hello. It's very dark in here, I will say. Yeah, that looks like... Okay, well, that looks like an axe that's been stabbed through the shelf. Okay, Nordic battle axe. I'll take that in just a second. Stone of Baranzaya. That is something that I need. And I might possibly take this as well. That does look kind of interesting. Nordic carved boots. Now, these do look very interesting. Yes, they do. I might keep them. Although, they're not exactly shiny per se, but still, they're... Well, I've never really seen them before. No, I haven't. Right, I was considering on heading back towards Falkreath now, but it's getting pretty damned late, so I might possibly rent a room for the night. And also, I kind of have to decide the direction my life is going in Anyways,
Since our daughter was taken from us.
that's nice. I didn't ask. Right, now while I'm having my morning bath, I shall go ahead and consider the direction my life is heading in. Now, I am actually kind of thinking green thumb in alchemy. I mean, being able to harvest twice as many ingredients from plants would be great, because that would mean I can make more potions and poisons, and that would be fantastic. That'd be great. That means I can get more Death Bell, more Nightshade, and, you know, whatever. That'd be great. But I kind of want to save this for maybe... Oh. Okay, I was gonna say I want to save this for... Yeah, Brotherhood Cocktail. Silently harm enemies by placing poisons in their pockets while pickpocketing. This is something I need. I just need it so badly right now, because I hate having to stab people all the bloody time. Quite literally, all the bloody time. But I'm still on level 34, and I've noticed my pickpocket skill does not exactly increase that quickly. Now, you could argue I don't exactly pickpocket people very often, but it's always just such a big risk, and I just don't like it, so I may want to return to Vipper in the guild to get more pickpocket training, at least a little bit, to speed up the process of getting to level 40. Yeah, level 40, because I need this so badly. Yes, I do. Now, of course, I could also put this perk point into Sneak, because honestly, I like the idea of behind enemy lines. Sneaking is 15% more effective for each enemy within 100 feet that is not detecting you. This will be great, so that means I can further be able to stay out of sight more easily. So I kind of want this. But of course, there are other perks like Backstab. You deal 25% more damage and critical damage with daggers when striking a target from behind. Considering my line of work, this will be pretty damned beneficial. As would Problem Solver. Sneak attacks deal 10% more damage for each 200 points of health the target has, up to 50% more damage. This is great as well. It definitely lives up to its name. Problem Solver. I also like the name as well. Yes, I do. Cloak and Dagger. Breaking invisibility with a power attack is a guaranteed critical strike that deals 50% more critical damage. Oh, wow. Okay, that could be good as well, but level 90. Bit of a ways off there. But I think behind enemy lines, just staying out of sight is far more important to me than striking enemies with daggers. Although, like I said, my current line of work, it kind of requires that, unfortunately, but I want behind enemy lines. So, do I go for Green Thumb or behind enemy lines? Right. Well, I might just quickly get dressed first, and then I'll go ahead and decide that the coin flip. Right, so I'm thinking heads, Green Thumb, and tails behind enemy lines. Huh! And we've got tails. And tails was right behind enemy lines, I think. Yes. Right, so Lady Luck wants me to stay out of sight. Fair enough, I suppose. That is probably for the best. Right, so the more enemies within 100 feet there are, the more effective I've become, I believe. I think that's how this works. But, of course, I just become sneakier in general. Right, now I think it's time for breakfast. Right, let's have myself a pheasant roast.
Short. If you ever get the chance to relax, take it.
Well, that's why we're here.
Yes, my friend.
Just wondering, do you have any thoughts?
Everyone says Bretons are fantastic with magic. Maybe a little of your talent will rub off on me. I hope there are no uncomfortable side effects.
Well, I don't really know any magic, besides from being able to cast fire, apparently, but it's not like I'm going to teach you how to cast that, because we don't want that. We want to be subtle and, you know, just not loud and, you know, flames everywhere. You know, subtle. How do you think I'm doing, Inigo? Don't want to ask that. Mind if I ask you something?
You have my full attention.
Just wondering, would you be able to tell me more about your past?
I grew up in Riverhold, not far from Cyrodiil. My brother and I headed for the Imperial City to find our fortune when we came of age. I found love, for a time at least. My brother found death.
Oh. Death?
I will come to that soon. There is a little more to hear first.
Okay, and you also found love?
Well, now that I think about it, maybe it was not love. It was brief and, as it turned out, one-sided. Anyway, all that happened later.
Right, well, would you mind telling me more?
My mother and father are both gone. They died protecting a trading caravan a few years back. I guess I am an orphan again.
Ah. Well, actually, what were your parents like? Just wondering.
I suppose they were a bit of an odd couple, being an Argonian and a Khajiit, but they adored each other. And us. Despite their previous profession, they were good people.
Oh, that's good. Well, I'm sorry for your loss, Inigo. I'm sorry.
That means a great deal. Thank you.
Yeah.
Fire away.
I suppose we'll just relax here for a bit for now. I got a bit sad. To be honest, this circlet doesn't even look that bad. It's unfortunate because apparently it counts as heavy armor. So that's kind of annoying. But still, it actually looks pretty damned nice. I kind of wish I could maybe make a version of this, get someone to make a version of it, but without the heavy plating on it. Besides, honestly, this does feel kind of heavy on my head. But I like it. I love the way it looks. I want something like this. Yes, I do. But for now, I'll probably just stick with this. Although I prefer something with a bit less glass. Not really sure how I feel about the... What's the color? Is it turquoise? Or is it aqua? I forgot. I'm not very good with my colors, unfortunately, but I'm pretty sure it's turquoise or aqua. It's one of those. Right. Well, enough talking about circlet and all that.
We are heading out? All right.
Yes. Oh, also, I do kind of...
I am here for you.
Want to... Okay. Yeah, I want to replace your knapsack.
Exchange.
Well, I guess in a way it is, yes. What are you currently using? A regular-sized knapsack. I'll take this back and give you... What was it? The huge knapsack. There you go.
Okay, then.
How does it look? Okay. Doesn't look too bad, I suppose. Looks good. I like it. Right, anyways, let's head back towards Falkreath and report my success to the Brotherhood. I've said this once, and I'll say it again. I'm not really sure how I feel about working with these people. But, of course, they do seem to kind of take their job seriously. But even still, they seem utterly psychotic. But I suppose, in a way, that could be considered as good. Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. Ah. Could we possibly close... Ah. Whoa! Okay, apparently we can close the stone off. Okay, I'll just pick up these quickly. Yeah, probably should have closed this off before leaving. That probably would have been a good idea. All right. Oh, canis root. I'll be taking all this. I'll be taking all of these mushrooms. Thank you. Very nice. All right. Anyways, need to get back inside and report my success to Nazir, I think his name is. And you can probably just stay right here next to the horses.
Whistle if you need me, okay?
I'm also just going to keep the shrouded armor on for now, just to keep the Brotherhood happy, and also keep this circlet on. I really do need to find a version that doesn't have all that heavy plating in it. Besides, this is slightly uncomfortable. Which honestly is making me think I should maybe just wear this instead. Yes. Right, anyways, I am to report to Nazir, I think his name is. Lost Legends. Hello? Shiny? I'm assuming Nazir is probably back down here.
But the Night Mother is mother to all. It is her voice we follow, her will. Would you dare risk disobedience? And surely punishment?
Keep talking, little man, and we'll see who gets punished.
Oh, be quiet, you great lumbering lapdog. The man has had a long journey. You can at least be civil. Mr. Cicero, I, for one, am
Hi.
delighted you and the Night Mother have arrived. Your presence here signals a welcome return to tradition.
Oh, what a kind and wise wizard you are, sure to earn Our Lady's favor.
You and the Night Mother are of course welcome here, Cicero. And you will be afforded the respect deserving of your position as keeper. Understood?
Oh.
Husband?
He's the keeper, is he?
Oh, yes, yes, yes! Thank you, thank you, thank you!
But make no mistake. I am the leader of this sanctuary. My word is law. Are we clear on that point?
Oh, yes, mistress. Perfectly. You're the boss.
Ah, there you are. Good. I was done speaking with that muttering fool anyway. We've got some business to discuss.
Okay, would you mind possibly explaining who that muttering fool was? Never mind. Do you have a contract for me?
I do indeed. You must go to the city of Markarth and speak with the apothecary's assistant. You'll probably find her in the Hag's Cure when the shop is open. The girl's been running her mouth. Wants an ex-lover killed. She's apparently performed the Black Sacrament. Her name is Muiri. I need you to talk to her, set up the contract, and carry it out.
Muiri. Right. Anything else?
Just do whatever the contact wishes. Be professional, represent us well, and get the job done. Since it's your first contract, I'll let you keep whatever Muiri pays. She'll be generous, I'm sure. They always are.
Right. So I've got an actual contract this time.
Oh, yes, mistress.
Muiri.
You're the boss. For now.
Okay. You must be the keeper.
Ah, another member of the family. Hello, hello. So very good to meet you.
Well, you seem very cheerful, I suppose. It's good to meet you too, Cicero.
So polite, so nice. Cicero likes you. The Night Mother is sure to like you too. Oh, we're going to be fast friends. Fast friends.
Okay. Sure. Why did you come to the sanctuary? What can you tell me about Why did you come to the sanctuary? Just wandering?
The Night Mother's crypt in Breville was desecrated. The Imperial province is ravaged by strife. Nowhere there is safe at present. So Cicero brought Our Lady to her new home. Here, this is the only sanctuary left in all of Skyrim, you see. Such was my honor as keeper.
Of course. Who is the Night Mother? I think I sort of know. I think I asked Astrid that. What are the duties of a keeper?
Oh, Cicero takes care of Our Lady's body. Oils it, preserves it, keeps it safe. Makes sure nobody disrespects our matron's coffin.
Okay, so I'm assuming this coffin, the Night Mother's body, is in here, in this rather large box. Okay, that's a little bit disturbing, and not really sure how I feel about that. But, okay. I'm just wondering, who is the Night Mother, just to sort of get your opinion on who she is.
What? Who is the Night Mother? Oh, you jest. You jest with gullible Cicero.
Well, yes and no.
You, of course, know that the Night Mother is our unholy matron. The undying spirit of a great woman who birthed the children of Sithis. And killed them in his honor.
Yeah, so I've heard the Night Mother does seem fairly, well, I guess, psychotic, deranged. But, okay. Can you tell me about Sithis?
That's like telling you about the cold of space, or terror of midnight. Sithis is all those things. He is the void.
Okay, that's a very ominous way of putting it, but sure, whatever you say. And what can you tell me about yourself?
Me? Oh, Cicero is just the keeper. I keep. I look after our matron, you see, the Night Mother. I keep her clean and protected and happy. But I am not the listener. Oh, no. There is no listener. Not yet. But someday, I pray that one will come to hear her say the words.
The words, okay. The listener. What is a listener?
Oh, well, the listener is the only person the Night Mother speaks to. It is the highest honor attainable by a member of the Dark Brotherhood. Of course, Our Lady is dead, so she doesn't talk with words, since her lips are rotted. But inside the listener's head, I hear it's intimate. But there has not been a listener in years and years. Our Lady has not chosen Cicero, and certainly not Astrid, or anyone. But someday.
Yes, someday indeed.
Farewell, farewell.
Okay, yeah, farewell. So Cicero
I do wish
is a
to get to know you
jester
better.
as
But
well?
I must tend to Mother. Maybe we can talk for just a moment.
No, we've already spoken. Okay, well, Cicero seems interesting, to say the least. Okay, what are you doing? You smithy things. You forge
Let me
things.
guess. Astrid failed to mention I'm her husband. She has a tendency to do that. Doesn't want the others thinking she plays favorites.
Yeah. Actually, wait, I just remembered. I think this is a detail I glazed over when we first met, but didn't you mention you were a werewolf? Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. That's actually kind of bizarre, considering I completely glazed over the fact that he's a werewolf, but acknowledged the fact that Babette is a vampire. Yeah, that's really strange, but okay, never mind. Any advice on my current contract?
Yeah, follow my wife's orders, and don't do anything stupid.
Okay, that was fairly obvious. but sure. What are your thoughts on Cicero and the Night Mother?
The witless fool and his pet corpse? Take a guess.
Okay, I can definitely
Stay
guess.
safe.
Oh, you're actually...
Need to get Mother some flowers.
You're wishing me good this time.
Pretty
That's
flowers.
surprising, knowing you. Huh. Nice shields. Right. What's your name?
Need something?
Vizara. That's your name. Yes.
I serve Astrid and this sanctuary. Life is simple and good.
Yes. Do you have any advice on my current contract? Because I'm heading towards Markarth, so...
You must speak to that Moiri woman, correct? I have heard rumors in Windhelm. She was recently implicated in a thievery, along with her lover. The lover will likely be your target. If memory serves me correctly, he leads a group of bandits. So this may be rather interesting for you.
Ah, so you know this Moiri? And her potential lover, or at least her ex-lover, maybe? Perhaps? Not really. You know what? Probably a bit of an assumption to assume that her lover is an ex... Never mind. Whatever, let's just move on. What are your thoughts on Cicero and the Night Mother?
Truthfully, I'm not entirely sure. It's not that I don't have the utmost respect for Sithis and the Night Mother and the ancient ways. I do. But I've never been much for religion. I kill because it's what I've been trained to do. It's all I know. So long as Astrid is happy, I'm happy.
Okay, fair enough.
Stay safe.
Fair enough. Right, so Moiri's ex-lover, assuming that is an ex-lover, leads a group of thieves? Bandits, I think he said? One of those things, I can't quite remember. But one of those things. Oh yeah, there's... oh my god, look, it's right there! Okay, I may come back to speak to Babette and Gramps in a bit. Just wondering, where is... Ah! Nazia.
Sister.
Brother. Anodius Papius is dead.
Good. And I hope you were careful in that lumber mill. Those splinters and rusty nails can be quite nasty. Your payment for a job well done.
All right. So how much do I get paid? Just wondering. 500. Okay, that's pretty okay, I guess. Nafi is dead.
Congratulations. You slaughtered an emaciated beggar in cold blood. You are truly an opponent to be feared. Here's your payment.
I'm assuming that was sarcasm. Right, do I get less for this? No, also 500. Are they all worth 500? Bytilda's dead.
Of course she is. I hear the mining business is extremely cutthroat. And those hours, the murder. I could do this all day. Here's your payment.
Alrighty, and I'm assuming 500 for this as well? Okay, not bad. Not bad. 1,500 for 3 murdered people. Although I suppose you could argue that I had to sacrifice my sanity a slight bit to extract the skulls. But yeah, anyways, do you have any more contracts?
I'm sorry, I don't. Come see me again later.
Right. Oh, wait, no.
Will there ever come a time when the people of Skyrim no longer need our services? I think not.
Yeah, honestly, knowing how people can be, I'm kind of with you on that. But do you have any advice on my current contract?
The contracts I dole out are fairly simple. Go to a location and kill the target. But this is different. The jobs Astrid gives you will be more important and usually more complex. Just keep your wits about you. And for Sithis' sake, don't get killed.
Right, so they are different from what you serve out. Right. Do you have any thoughts on Cicero and the Night Mother?
I don't like mimes, minstrels, thespians, acrobats, jugglers, troubadours, or tumblers. Flutists give me a headache. I particularly hate jesters. As a rule, I'm also not crazy about the corpses of old women. For the Night Mother, I'll make an exception. But Astrid is the only mistress I serve.
Right. Well, if you say so.
Happy hunting.
I mean, to be honest, jesters aren't all that bad. I mean, I did see a couple of jesters from where I came from. They weren't that bad. They were fairly amusing and entertaining. Ah, Festus. Festus Crex, that's your name. Right. So I can stop calling you Gramps now.
Need something?
Yes. Do you have any advice on my current contract?
Yes. Just because you're now a professional assassin, don't think you have to skulk around in the dark like a skeever and stab people. Do what I do. Walk up to your target, introduce yourself, melt their skin off, and then run like the wind. Works every time.
Okay, that sounds a little bit barbaric, but okay, I'm probably not going to do that because I prefer to stick to the shadows. I prefer to kill my targets more subtly and, of course, with more finesse and style and all that. What are your thoughts on Cicero and the Night Mother?
Their arrival's the best thing that's happened to the Sanctuary in years. Astrid is an effective leader, but we've been rudderless for too long. Scrounging for contracts, abandoning the tenants, the Dark Brotherhood has been reduced to a group of common cutthroats. Frankly, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, I think Astrid did mention something about tenants.
Until next time.
I think I did see some tablets, some little things written up on the walls, on some walls, that seemed to be rules. So we've basically not been using them for some time then. And honestly, Festus seems a bit more in agreement of having the Night Mother here than some people. And you know what? While... Oh my god. Yeah, while there's no one looking, I'll just take a few of these books here. Okay, there are a few things around here, but probably don't want to take absolutely everything. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, Babette? Just... Oh. Okay, you're walking away. Okay, good. Good. I'd rather not be over there anyways. Yes. Okay. Babette.
Don't let my appearance throw you off. I'm older than you. A lot older. Getting bitten by a vampire when you're 10 will do that to a girl.
Yes, I'm aware you're a lot older than I am. And possibly more mature, although that could be debatable. But do you have any advice on my current contract?
You're headed to the Hag's Cure, right? It's a good shop. You should examine their wares. Never pass up the chance to buy a good potion. Or poison. And one more thing. Have fun. You'll be committing a dark deed, but there's no reason you shouldn't enjoy yourself. You're only young once. Trust me, I know.
Okay, I suppose in a way you're kind of right. But that's fairly dark. But okay then. What are your thoughts on Cicero and the Night Mother?
200 years ago, I would have lain down my life for the unholy matron. But that age is long since past. Astrid is my matron now.
Ah, so not very traditional, I guess. Fair enough. What do you have for sale while I'm still here?
That sort of thing.
I'm still concerned about that. Ugh. Shrouded shoes, shrouded robes, hand wrap, shrouded hood, shrouded cowl maskless. Okay. Do you mind if I take all this? Because honestly, this could be interesting to wear. I may try some of these out. Yes, I will. I also did notice this. Sithis. Okay. Sithis is the start of the house. Before him was nothing, and the foolish Altmer have names for and revere this nothing. That is because there are lazy slaves. Indeed, from the sermons, stasis asks merely for itself. Okay, which is nothing. I'll probably read that later. Yes, I will read it later. It does seem interesting. Not that, though.
Go. Take care of the Muiri contract. There will be plenty more, I promise you.
Okay, I was going to ask... oh. What will change now that the Night Mother is here?
Very little. You have my word on that. The Night Mother represents a chapter in the Dark Brotherhood's history that has long since been closed. Today we live by our own rules. We're the last sanctuary in all of Tamriel, and only by foregoing the old ways have we survived for so long. My only worry is her keeper. I'm not sure what Cicero expects to gain by bringing the Night Mother here, but he'll soon learn this is my sanctuary.
Is that so? I guess we'll see. Can you offer me any advice on the contracts?
Just be yourself. Eliminate the targets any way you see fit. Quiet, loud, quick, slow. Whatever you feel is best. Occasionally I'll give you a contract with certain parameters. Stay within them and you'll earn yourself a bonus.
Oh, really? What kind of bonuses are we talking about?
I've got to deal with the Night Mother and her little clown.
Right. Okay. Do you mind if I have a look at this? The Night Mother's Truth by Gaston Belafort. Although various works have been written on the subjects of both Morrowind's Morag Tong and Tamriel's more widespread Dark Brotherhood, there remains confusion as to precisely when and how these two feared assassins' guilds formed. Or more specifically, when and how the Dark Brotherhood split from the Morag Tong, as the former is widely accepted to have sprung from the latter. Interesting to know. The largest point of contention seems to be the figure of the Night Mother, a woman who figures prominently in both organizations. Through extensive research and interviews, and not inconsiderable risk to my own life, for the Dark Brotherhood holds this information sacred, I have finally solved this ages-old mystery. I have finally uncovered the Night Mother's truth. Although her name has been lost to time, the Night Mother was once a mere mortal, a dark elf woman who lived in a small village once located where the city of Bravil stands now, in the imperial province of Citadel. She was a respected member of the Morag Tong, and like her fellow members, this woman made her trade as an assassin in service to the Daedric prince Mephala. In fact, the woman held that title of Night Mother reserved for the highest-ranking female member of the organization. To be Night Mother of a particular sect was to be that group's matron, the favored of Mephala, both respected and feared. However, it was not Mephala who facilitated the transformation from woman to spectre, but another, some would say far deeper form of evil, Sithis, the dread lord embodiment of the unending void. Following the Potentate's assassination of Second Era year 324, strife descended upon the Morag Tong, and the guild was all but eradicated in Citadel and much of the Empire. It was shortly after these events that the Dunmer woman claimed to hear the voice of Sithis himself. The dread lord, she claimed, was displeased. He was unhappy with the Morag Tong's lack of success. The void, he told her, was hungry for souls, and it was her destiny to set things right. So, according to Dark Brotherhood legend, Sithis visited the Night Mother in her bed chamber and begat... So what was that? Begat? never heard of that word before, and begat her 5 children. 2 years passed before the unthinkable happened. The Dark Elf woman followed through with the Dreadlord's ultimate plan. One night, she murdered her children and sent their souls straight to the void, straight to their father. When they learned of this affront to decency, the people of the village rallied against the woman, for such an act was considered incomprehensible even for a Night Mother of the Morag Tong. In one night of vengeance, they descended upon the woman, killing her and burning down the house in which the atrocity took place. And that was the end of the story. Or so everyone thought. A little more than 30 years later, an unnamed man heard a strange, comforting voice inside his very head, just as the Dunmer woman claimed to hear the voice of Sithis inside hers. The voice identified herself as the Night Mother and named the man Listener, the first of many. And so the unholy matron set her servant on his path. He would found a new organization, a guild of assassins known as the Dark Brotherhood, in service not to Mephala, but to the Dread Lord Sithis. The Morag Tong, now surviving only in Morrowind, was an artifact of a forgotten age. The Dark Brotherhood would marry business with death. The organization would grow in wealth and power, and the void would swell with fresh souls. It was the Night Mother told her listener the perfect arrangement. In the early days of the Dark Brotherhood, the bodies of the Night Mother and her children were recovered from their original burial site and interred in a crypt beneath the site of her house. And there they remain even today. Very interesting to know. So if in your travels you find yourself in the city of Bravil and make a wish at the statue of the lucky old lady, as is the local custom, okay, do you mind? Know that you stand on sacred, if evil, ground. For you stand above the Night Mother, the unholy matron herself, and your luck has just run out. Okay. Not sure if I really want to visit her grave. Although, I suppose going back to Cyrodiil would be a pretty nice thing to do. But that is very interesting to know. So the Dark Brotherhood is sort of, well, a guild born from the Morag Tong.
Take care of the Muiri contract. There will be plenty more, I promise you.
Right. And this Dark Brotherhood we now have now is kind of like the Morag Tong 2.0, if you want to call it that. That is very interesting to know. Yes, it is. Dagger of Discipline? Okay. A new dagger? Hello? Dagger of Discipline. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, it's very cool looking. Although, I don't really like those spikes on the hilt. It looks a bit pokey. And it will probably hurt my hand as I stab people with it. Although, this blade does seem fairly flimsy and very fragile. Like it could possibly snap quite easily. But of course, it does seem interesting. I probably won't use it, but it does look kind of cool.
There will be plenty more, I promise you.
Right, if you say so. Alright, well, I think it's about time I got on out of here. Lost Legends. Apparently I've read this, but I don't know if I have the book. You know what? Just in case. Among the tales in this book is the forbidden legend of the wise and just Archmage Golder, whose mysterious murder in the dawning days of the First Era was struck from the rolls of history. Probably ignore for now. I'll look into that later, but I'll take it in case I don't have the book already.